I've got a few linear inequality problems to look at here. We're asked to write a linear inequality that describes the given graph. And you can see we're given a number line, as well as a shaded portion that represents the linear inequality, and that's what we're going to need to describe. So let's go through these three problems here. On this first one, we can see our inequality begins right here. It looks like that's -2, right? -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, yeah. So it begins at -2, and it has a parentheses. Okay, that's going to become important. Then it heads to the right towards all of the numbers that are greater than -2, right? If we go to the right, all these numbers are going to be getting bigger and bigger. So we know x is greater than -2 here. Strictly greater than because we have a parenthesis. So it wouldn't be greater than or equal to, it would just be greater than. So if we start here at -2, and we go towards the right, towards all the numbers greater than -2, we would say x is greater than -2. And again, it's strictly greater than, not greater than or equal to, because we have this parentheses here at our starting point. Let's take a look at the second problem here. In this second problem, we can see our shaded portion here. It looks like we start at -1 and we end at 2. So we know x is going to be between -1 and 2. X is going to be between -1 and 2. Now let's determine our symbols. Well, we know that -1 is our smallest value, so it's going to be less than whatever x is. But it has this square bracket here, and that means it could be equal to -1. So we would say -1 is less than or equal to x. And then we'll notice 2 is our ending point. 2 has a parentheses, which means we're not going to ever be equal to 2. Whatever x is, it's going to be strictly less than 2. It will never be equal to 2. So we'll use the less than symbol. And the way we could read this is -1 is less than or equal to x, and x is less than 2. Okay, moving on to the third problem. Here's our shaded portion. It's hard to see, but it looks like we're starting right here at 0, the square bracket, so we could be equal to 0, or we could be anything less than 0, right? We're going towards the left. All of these numbers are less than 0. These are negative values, and it goes on forever there. So the way we would write this inequality is we would say x, represented by the shaded portion, is less than or equal to, remember, because we have a square bracket, 0. X is any number less than or equal to 0.